हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू द वर्ल्ड ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स एंड आई एम योर नेता। हाँ, नेता ही समझ लो या फिर टीचर समझ लो। फर्स्ट चैप्टर ऑफ योर पॉलिटिकल साइंस इज व्हाट इज डेमोक्रेसी, व्हाई डेमोक्रेसी। ये बहुत बार सवाल आता है कि व्हाट इज डेमोक्रेसी, व्हाई डेमोक्रेसी। 6th 7th 8th आप पढ़ते ही आ रहे हैं और 9th में फिर से। बट कुछ तो डिफरेंस है। देयर इज समथिंग बिग difference here in what you have learned in 6th 7th and then in 9th class. So if I ask you for a definition of a democracy, you will jump up. By the people, of the people, for the people. अब्राहम लिंकन को गोद ले लिया हम लोगों ने और हमें सिर्फ यही लगता है कि इससे ज़्यादा डेमोक्रेसी है ही नहीं। बट डेमोक्रेसी इज फार मोर देन बाय द पीपल, ऑफ द पीपल एंड फॉर द पीपल. So herein we are going to learn about not only what is democracy, we are also going to learn about difference between democratic and a non-democratic form of government. Now, first thing as a question I throw at you is, democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. If I say this statement, any question coming to your mind? I'm sure there will be question. The question will be, who these rulers are? Who are electing these rulers? And what is their job? And how are they elected? So hold your questions. We'll start it with certain examples to make it more easier for you. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं and we'll see the example of some non-democratic form of governments. हमारे neighbor हैं बर्मा and then this is Chile. Now it's looking like a hockey stick, but वो hockey stick नहीं है, Chile country है, South American country, and you have a very famous Atacama Desert in Chile, which is the driest place on the earth. So we are not going to talk about geography, we are just interested into politics. Chile was ruled by Pinochet and he was a dictator. So dictator, I don't think dictators are elected by people. They simply overthrow the government and they start rule. So when they start ruling you, they rule by their own wishes and whims. So understand, they are not elected by people. Again, I talk about another country, our neighbor, Burma. Here also a dictator. क्वेश्चन कम्स अगेन, वोटिंग हुई है, नहीं हुई है, कैसे आप पोजीशन पे आए हो? आपने गवर्नमेंट को ओवरथ्रो कर दिया एंड देन यू हैव बिकम द रूलर. एंड सेम गोज विद ऑल द मोनार्कीज. डू वी एक्चुअली वोट फॉर द किंग? नो, दे आर द रूलर और दे आर द किंग बिकॉज दे आर बोर्न इनटू रॉयल फैमिली, जैसे सऊदी अरेबिया में है. सो हियर इन वी आर लर्निंग अबाउट नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट विच आर रूल्ड बाय dictator or they are under the rule of a king, monarch. We move little ahead and we talk about those questions which I asked you on a very first slide. कि boss, ये ruler कौन है? Who is electing these rulers? What kind of elections do these democratic countries have? And finally, what form of government is democracy? So these are the questions which actually start hitting my mind once I throw this chapter. What is democracy? Why democracy? All the answers are there with an explanation of an example. First example, and the first very important topic is, major decisions are taken by elected leaders. So in democratic country, major decisions are taken by the elected representative. ये आपकी डेफिनेशन है और इसी का हमें एक्सप्लेनेशन चाहिए. सो वी गो टू पाकिस्तान, आवर गुड फ्रेंड. नाउ वर्चुअली जाना है, वीज़ा वगैरह नहीं है. सो वी गो टू पाकिस्तान एंड वी आर इन एन ईयर 1999 वेयर अ मिलिट्री कूप टुक प्लेस. मिलिट्री कूप, हिंदी में कहूँ तो तख्ता पलट, डन बाय दिस जेंटलमैन परवेज मुशर्रफ. सो ही ओवरथ्रू एन इलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट ऑफ नवाज शरीफ. Recently, the elections are going in Pakistan also, the rallies and all. And both the gentlemen are quite active. So back in 1999, a military coup led by Pervez Musharraf overthrew the government of Nawaz Sharif. Now, when there is no government, in 2002, this gentleman had a referendum. Referendum, simple सी topic है. I just ask you whether you accept me as a leader, yes or no. The result came in his favor. और जो result भी आया, it was actually criticized by the media and various other houses in the Pakistani governance. But accept करना पड़ा कि he is the president. After he becomes a president, what he does is he comes up with a plan, a rule, legal framework order, and as per this legal framework order there would be provincial elections, मतलब स्टेट में elections होंगे. So the elected representative will come, but they are under the governance of the military rule. Final decision will be taken up by the National Security Council set up by General Pervez Musharraf. So can you call this country a democratic country? जहां पर आप चुनकर आए हो, मैंने आपको वोट किया है, बट आप डिसीजन नहीं ले रहे हो, someone else is taking decision for me. ये तो चीटिंग हुई. That is why Pakistan is not a democratic country under General Pervez Musharraf. This was your first example. We move ahead and we have another interesting question or a definition under democracy. Free and fair election. फ्री एंड फेयर. फेयर मतलब यहां पर मेला नहीं है, फ्री मतलब कोई भी चीज फ्री में बांटी नहीं जा रही है क्या? अगेन एक चीज बता दूं आपको, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट सर्टेन टॉपिक्स वी आर एक्चुअली गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल जहां पर ये चीजें नहीं होती हैं, एंड देन वी आस्क यू कि अ डेमोक्रेसी इज अ गवर्नमेंट वेयर दीज थिंग्स हैपेंस. कॉन्सेप्ट ये है. हम आपको ऐसा एग्जाम्पल देंगे जहां पर ये चीजें नहीं हो रही हैं, और फिर हम ये कहेंगे कि ट्रू डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री वो होता है जहां पर ये हेडिंग्स, ये जो डेफिनेशंस हैं वो हो रहे हैं. सो वी गो टू चाइना, अनदर गुड नियर डियर फ्रेंड. चाइना, वन पार्टी सिस्टम, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी, एंड इफ आई सीरियसली कॉल द नेम क्वांगाओ रेनमिन दाइबाओ दाइहुई, टंग ट्विस्टर जैसा लग रहा है, रहने दीजिए. और कोई भी आपसे ओरल नहीं लेगा. यू हैव टू जस्ट राइट, सिंपली राइट नेशनल पीपल्स कांग्रेस और कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी. नाउ इन चाइना देयर आर अराउंड 3000 इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव एंड सम आर देयर फ्रॉम द मिलिट्री. चाइना में एक बड़ी अच्छी चीज है, इफ यू वांट टू बी अ कैंडिडेट यू नीड टू टेक परमिशन फ्रॉम दिस ओनली पॉलिटिकल पार्टी एंड द अलायंस पार्टी, जो कि लगभग 8 हैं. Apart from that, nobody else can contest election in China. And even if you win the election, you will never be the president. President जो होगा वो सिर्फ कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना से ही होगा. तो एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है मेरे दिमाग में, डू यू हैव चॉइस इन चाइना? थोड़ा राइमिंग है ना, चॉइस चाइना. नहीं, यू डोंट हैव एनी चॉइस हियर बिकॉज एक ही पार्टी है. तो यहाँ पे केस कैसा पता है, आप रेस में हो, अकेले हो, तो आप दौड़ो, क्रॉल करो, उल्टे चलो, मून वॉक करो, जीतोगे आप ही. सो दिस इज चाइना. सो नो चॉइस फॉर द पीपल टू चूज फ्रॉम. वी टेक अनदर एग्जाम्पल. नाउ अ फार डिस्टेंट फ्रेंड वी कैन से Mexico. Now Mexico is currently in news for one of the 7 wonders in the world, the Pyramid of Chichen Itza. Again, I am not keen into geography of the topic. I am into politics. This country in 1930 got independent. After that, a political party called PRI. The full form is interesting. Institutional Revolutionary Party. अब जब भी हम ये पढ़ाते हैं, एवरीवन आस्क अस अ क्वेश्चन कि यार फिर PRI कैसे हो गया? तो बेटा कुछ नहीं है, दिस इज उल्टा, इंस्टीट्यूशनल रेवोल्यूशनरी पार्टी. अब दैट्स हाउ यू रिमेंबर. सो दिस पॉलिटिकल पार्टी वॉन एवरी इलेक्शन टिल 2000. तो ये तो बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग सी बात है ना, 1930 से 2000 तक एक ही पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इलेक्शन जीत रही है. तो दो ही चीज हो सकती हैं, ओनली 2 थिंग्स आर पॉसिबल. 1, you need to be a god. Second, think manipulations. Yes, this party was very famous for the malpractices in elections. What they used to do is they literally used to threat people who are working in government services. Like they'll tell the parents of the student, like teachers, if I'm a teacher working in a government school, I'll tell the student's parent that if you don't vote for PRI, I will fail your child. तो ये तो अच्छी खासी धमकी दे दी टेबल पे बिठा के. एंड दैट्स हाउ दे यूज्ड टू मूव द पोलिंग स्टेशन ऑन अ वेरी लास्ट मोमेंट. वो भी बदल देते थे. एंड यही रीज़न है कि कभी हारे ही नहीं 2000 तक. तो कैन यू कॉल इलेक्शंस इन मैक्सिको एज फेयर? नहीं है. तो कैन यू कॉल मैक्सिको अंडर PRI एज अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री? नो. These are the question you need to keep in mind कि why they are not democratic though they are having elections. I move to next example and next topic. One person, one vote, one value. See, if you are a democratic country, you need to have one person, one vote, one value. This need to be followed. ये 2 बार one value आ गया, उससे value 2 नहीं होंगी. Simply remember 3 example. I go to Saudi Arabia, I keep Fiji in mind and I keep Estonia. Until 2015, in Saudi Arabia, women did not have right to vote. Now they have. तो आपको एक सिंपल सी चीज़ बता दूँ. Either you stick to your textbook or you can simply write कि they do have right to vote and nobody will deduct your marks. So here in women don't have right to vote. Now I move to a country called Estonia, eastern part of Europe, a part of Russia. तो लॉजिक है कि रशियंस होंगे. बट हियर द रशियन माइनॉरिटीज वर नॉट गिवन राइट टू वोट. तो मैं इस कंट्री का हिस्सा तो हूं पर मुझे वोटिंग राइट नहीं है. अनदर स्मॉल आइलैंड कंट्री इज फीजी. फीजी में इंटरेस्टिंग केस है. अगर आप इंडिजीनियस फीजी हो, मतलब फीजी में पैदा हुए हो, वहीं रहते हो, तो योर वोट वैल्यू विल बी काउंटेड 1. If I'm an indentured laborer or I've been migrated from somewhere or settled there and my forefathers were here, still they will not consider my vote as 1. तो मेरे वोट की वैल्यू हाफ ही कंसिडर की जाएगी. ऐसा कुछ इंडिया में होता है? बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. सो एवरीवन, आप रिच हो, पुअर हो या फिर आप अमीर हो, गरीब हो, हिंदी इंग्लिश किसी में भी बोलो, आपके वोट की वैल्यू उतनी ही रहेगी, वो है 1. So a democratic country should be having one person, one vote and one value. Wherein in Estonia, in Fiji and in Saudi Arabia, this is not followed. And that's the reason why they are not democratic country. I move ahead and talk about another feature of democracy. Rule of law and respect for right. This gentleman, recently he died, Robert Mugabe, a ruler of Zimbabwe. He had a political party, ZANU-PF, and they fought for their independence against the Britishers. They won the independence and since then, ये इलेक्शन कभी हारे ही नहीं. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग आदमी है, very famous. He manipulates everything. He will disturb the rallies of other political party during the time of elections, campaigning के वक्त. Apart from that, news channels are only told to focus on his political party और opposition के बारे में कुछ नहीं दिखाना है. Apart from that, और भी कुछ करते थे ये gentleman. He used to actually change, amend the constitution and take more and more power in his hand and less accountability. Power will be there in my hand, but I am not accountable. So a very famous ruler in Zimbabwe, but never respected the rights of constitution and people. Can you call this country under the rule of Robert Mugabe as a democratic country? Answer is no. Reasons? Go back. The same thing what we discussed. You'll get your reason. Now, we'll summarize something. We had few examples. We started with Pakistan. Then in the second one we had China, Mexico. We moved on to third factor wherein it was about a country. Here they were not given right to vote, one section. Some had half and some were not given. Then I moved to a country wherein a very famous ruler but never respecting the rights of people and constitution. Summary में बस वही है. Rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. So whose example did we studied here? Pakistan's example. Pakistan is a country where this is not happening. Now second one, elections offer a choice and fair opportunity. So where was choice not given? China and Mexico. So those two countries are not following this feature of democracy, and democracy should have this. The choice and opportunity is available to all the people on equal basis. Again, Estonia, Fiji, Saudi Arabia. So they are not having this feature of democracy. Finally, the exercise of this choice leads to a government limited by the basic rules of the constitution and citizens' right. बचा कौन? ज़्यादा सोचने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe is not respecting the right of people and constitution. This is your first part of the chapter. Keep waiting, keep smiling and keep revising. I am coming up with the next part. Thank you. Hello champions, welcome back to What is Democracy, Why Democracy. In the previous part, you have already learned about the features of democracy. Here in this part, we are going to talk about why democracy. But then to begin with, they talks about con of democracies. Simply drawbacks. I can see with the thumb down. तो limitations क्या हैं? Simply we say ना, कभी कभी हम शिकायत करते हैं मम्मी को कि सब्जी में नमक कम है. तो डेमोक्रेसी में क्या कम है, क्या कमी है, is what this topic is. First point is, leaders keep on changing in democracy, leading to unstable government. Every 5 years we have election, and most of the time we have a new government. So there is an instability. I come as a leader, I make some policies, I start certain projects, and then they get stopped because the new leader comes and joins. And he comes up with the policy and the cycle goes on. तो देयर इज एन इनस्टेबल गवर्नमेंट. ये सबसे पहला ड्रॉबैक है, लिमिटेशन है. सेकेंड वन इज डेमोक्रेसी इज ऑल अबाउट पॉलिटिकल कॉम्पिटिशन एंड पावर प्ले, लीविंग नो स्पेस फॉर मोरालिटी. आपने कई बार देखा होगा कैंपेन में, मैं एज अ लीडर rather than talking about what I'm going to do, I am more interested in putting my leader down, the opposition party leader down. And most of the time, they are by the personal comments, which is not fair. And that's the reason why we don't want to join the politics. We say, na, it's a dirty game. क्योंकि बस छीटाकशी होती रहती है. हम उन्हें एक्यूज़ करते हैं, वो हमें एक्यूज़ करते हैं. हम क्या करेंगे वो भी हम नहीं कहते, वो क्या करते हैं वो भी नहीं कहते. तो herein there is no scope of morality. The second drawback. Many people have to be consulted in a democracy, then it delays the decision. Obviously democratic form of government है. आप एक example ले लीजिए, how a bill is passed. तो legislative assembly में you will have debates and discussion, and these debates and discussion will go for days, months and sometimes years. Finally the majority will come, then it will go to Rajya Sabha, same thing will happen again. They will also recommend some changes. We might do some changes, we might not do. तब जाकर आपका एक law बनेगा. Don't you think delayed है? And many a times you have seen in your local area, certain projects are started and they're still incomplete, under construction, policies are just coming, the boards are there, but nothing been finalized and done. So another drawback, delay in decision making and the response. Elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people, resulting in bad decisions. I am elected to a rural area. Now I win the election, I don't know what is good for them. I'll come up with some policies which might not benefit them. Same way, a similar point, ordinary people do not know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. As a leader, मैंने कोई डिसीजन ले लिया, I might be wrong. तो हो सकता है ना कि मैंने कोई डिसीजन लिया है, वो जानता हूँ कि वो लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए हो, तो आप एज एन ऑर्डिनरी सिटीजन या आप एज एन इलेक्टोर्स नहीं जानते हो. तो ये दो पॉइंट बिल्कुल सिमिलर जैसे हैं टू रिमेंबर. लाइक ऑर्डिनरी पीपल डोंट नो व्हाट इज गुड फॉर देम, सिमिलर वे द इलेक्टेड लीडर्स ऑल्सो डोंट नो व्हाट इज गुड फॉर ऑर्डिनरी पीपल. द लास्ट ड्रॉबैक और द पॉइंट इज डेमोक्रेसी लीड्स टू करप्शन. आई डोंट थिंक इस पॉइंट का कोई एक्सप्लेनेशन भी चाहिए. डेमोक्रेसी में करप्शन है क्योंकि इट्स अ गेम ऑफ पावर, और पावर के लिए यू हैव टू क्रॉस लाइंस एंड लिमिट्स, और वो हमेशा करप्शन से शुरू होती है और करप्शन पे ही ख़त्म होती है. सो दीज आर द ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. बट देन अगर डेमोक्रेसी इतनी ही ख़राब है तो वाई इज़ दैट वी प्रमोट डेमोक्रेसी. हमने क्यों इतनी बड़ी बुक लिख दी, इतना बड़ा चैप्टर लिख दिया डेमोक्रेसी पे. तो कुछ अच्छा भी है. हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट आर्ग्यूमेंट्स इन फेवर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, मतलब डेमोक्रेसी अच्छी क्यों है. अब नाउ रिमेंबर, in your textbook you have some bold points. Those bold points are your 5-mark answer. When I ask you argument in favor or merits of democracy, you simply jot down these bold points and you will get full marks. But then again, each point like this, a democratic government is a better government because it is more accountable form of government. And they will say explain, they will say justify, then you have to elaborate this, and it can come for 3 marks or for 5 marks depending on what your teacher is judging. So let me explain you this point, that democracy is more accountable form of government. Here you have an example with our neighbor China. China and India in 1958 to 1961 had some similar situation of famine, जहाँ पे क्रॉप फेलियर हो गए थे, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ क्रॉप फेलियर पीपल वर सफरिंग. अनाज नहीं था खाने के लिए, पानी की कमी, हर चीज़ के ट्रबल था. तो यू वेट कि व्हाट गवर्नमेंट इज गोइंग टू डू. आप हमेशा वेट करते हो कि जो रूलर है वो कुछ करे. चाइना डिड नॉट रिस्पॉन्डेड टू द पीपल्स डिमांड, बट इन इंडिया वी नेवर हैड सच सिचुएशन. आवर गवर्नमेंट केम अप विद द policies and plans so that log bhooke na mare. This rationing system we started so that we can tackle certain kind of situation of famine. So we are more accountable to our people's need and choices compared to China. इसीलिए democratic government ज़्यादा अच्छी है. And what kind of government do we have in China? We have done in previous module, communist. We move to next point. And they say democracy improves the quality of decision making. थोड़ी देर पहले I was talking about that there is a drawback, delay in decision making. क्योंकि बहुत सारे प्रोसीजर्स हैं, डिबेट्स हैं, डिस्कशन है, लोकसभा, राज्यसभा, सिग्नेचर, ये वो, एंड देन डिलेड, बहुत देरी लग गई. बट थिंक if I am taking time, why I am taking time? Because I want to give you best. I don't want to pass anything which is not accepted by the people, which is irresponsible or rash. I don't want that. That's why there is a delay. But this delay is only for our benefit, for our good. And this is what democracy is all about. It improves the quality of decision making. Now, I have another point in favor of democracy. Democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflict. We are a democratic country and highly diverse, linguistic as well as religious, regionality भी बहुत है. तो इतनी diverse country है, don't you think we will always have the conflict of ideology? The differences will be there in thoughts. तो वो होगा ना. अगर ऐसा है तो is that our government comes and shoot you? चलो ख़त्म करते हैं, इसकी बात मेरे से मैच नहीं हो रही है. We don't do that. We always have a solution. और डेमोक्रेसी में वो solution हमेशा बातचीत से निकाला जाता है. See, understand. In democracy, no one is permanent winner or loser. Different groups can live with one another peacefully. Now, when I say no one is permanent winner or loser, you might have seen if I am an opposition party in this electoral term, I can win the next election. तो इस बार अगर मैं हार गया हूं, अगली बार मैं पावर में आ सकता हूं. तो यू कैनॉट टर्म मी एज एन लूजर और यू कैनॉट कॉल मी एज एन परमानेंट विनर, क्योंकि कोई भी एक गवर्नमेंट पूरी जिंदगी भर रूल नहीं कर सकती. वी आर नॉट डिक्टेटर नॉर वी आर मोनार्क. सो रिमेंबर, नो वन इज परमानेंट विनर और लूजर इन डेमोक्रेसी. And that's why we should always sit on a table and discuss our issues and come up with the solution good for everyone, keeping the minority in mind. Now, next point which favors the democracy is democracy enhances the dignity of citizen. I really feel proud to be in a democratic country. If I am a woman, I have equal political rights to men. If I am SC or ST, my government made sure that I am treated equally. When my society was not accepting me, they gave me reservation of seats so that I am equal to the rich and the other section which feel they are more privileged. That's why I feel more dignified to be part of this country. You remember untouchables? कैसे हम उन्हें एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते थे सोसाइटी में, तो उन्हें बुरा लगेगा ना. तो what we did, we made sure that untouchability is crime. You'll be punished if you follow or practice untouchability. So as an untouchable also, I feel proud and dignified to be part of this country because the government stands for me and behind me. That's why democracy enhances the dignity of the citizen. I have another point to favor. Democracy is better than any other form of government because it allows to correct own mistakes. ये बहुत सिंपल है. What is the mistake you can commit in a democracy? As an electoral, simple mistake what I can do is by choosing a wrong government. तो क्या आप उसे rectify कर सकते हो? Yes, you can. Next electoral में जब अगली बार इलेक्शन होगा आप उन्हें वोट मत देना. तो आपने अपनी मिस्टेक करेक्ट कर ली. रिवर्स करते हैं रोल. आई एम अ नेता, ठीक है, मैं एक इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हूं एंड आई एम नॉट डूइंग गुड. पीपल विल नॉट लाइक मी, दे विल नॉट वोट फॉर मी. सो नेक्स्ट इलेक्ट्रोल टर्म आई वोंट बी इलेक्टेड. I must think what I have done wrong and then I'll correct my mistake so that another term I might get chance. But obviously if my work speaks, I will be back on the chair. So herein we have chance to correct our mistakes, whether I'm a ruler or a voter. Now we have the last part and it talks about broader meaning of a democracy. See, there is nothing called so broader and all the whole chapter, the whole book is talking about this broader meaning of democracy. Understand what kind of democracy do we have and why do we have such kind of democracy. Is it possible to have a direct democracy which Greece used to have? Because democracy तो वहीं से आई ना, wherein everyone within the city of Sparta and Athens used to come together, discuss their issues and have their solutions at place. So डिसीजन मेकिंग में सारे लोग इन्वॉल्व थे. इमेजिन इंडिया 1.3 बिलियन. वेयर इज दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टैंड टुगेदर? कौन से ग्राउंड में इतने लोग एक साथ आ जाएंगे? और इतने लोग एक साथ आ भी गए तो बोलेगा कौन और सुनेगा कौन? लीडर कौन होगा? नॉट पॉसिबल. सिंपल सोल्यूशन है. आई माइट बी इंटरेस्टेड इन पॉलिटिक्स बट आई डोंट हैव टाइम. आई एम not at all interested in politics, I have time. कोई भी situation ले लो. What we do is, the best part, we have elected representative. So you will vote for me and I will rule on behalf of you. आसान सी बात है. इसे indirect democracy कहते हैं. And this is what is the little broader meaning. Why do we have these things? सबसे best part है, we should have these representative democracies. People's participation should be more to have the better result. Democracy as a principle can go behind the government and can be applied to any sphere of life. Let's take an example. You have a teacher who comes to the class, teaches you the whole topic and goes away. You are happy कि मुझे कोई सवाल नहीं पूछा. Then there is another teacher who comes and asks you why, what. Everything she will poke at you so that you give answer, you reply. Which is a good teacher? Think and answer yourself. I don't want answer. Same way, go back to your family. We are onto a dining table. Your parents are deciding where we are supposed to go for holidays. Your mom says, चलिए द्वारका चलते हैं, हरिद्वार चलते हैं, काशी चलते हैं. Father says, let's go to Nainital, Mussoorie. And then you say, we want to go to Goa. And finally आप लोग कहीं नहीं जाते. You are a democratic family because at least your father, your mother have asked you to be part of a discussion. तो every sphere democracy works. ऐसा तो नहीं ना डैडी ने बोल दिया कि चलो बॉस यहाँ जाना है मतलब यहीं जाना है. And a teacher comes and says, boss, this is right. That means this is the only right thing. There is nothing else apart from what I said. तो पत्थर की लकीर वाला चीज़ नहीं है. So it also helps. How does it help? It helps in distinguishing between a minimal democracy and a good democracy. What you have learned in some other countries where the voting was done, the ruler came. So one portion of democracy you took and then you said, oh, I am democratic. But then कुछ किया, कुछ भी नहीं किए, आपने सब चीज़ें गलत की, तो minimal democracy है. Then we go to good democracies. Yes, we can say we are good democracy, India, because we are following lots of things what we are talking about in this chapter. Most common form of democracies in today's world is being ruled through people's elected representative. Simply, जैसा है वैसा है पर मेरा है. So whoever is there ruling, at least I have elected. तो mistake भी है तो वो मेरी है. It's not that they are born in royal family and then they are ruling. I might not like. It's not that someone from the military overthrows the government and then rules you the way they want. At least I am happy that I have elected the government and government is working. Good and bad, I have still choice so that I can change. So this is democracy. Now, your beginning is your end of chapter. So democracy is not only by the people, of the people, for the people. Please move ahead of Abraham Lincoln. Democracy is not only justice, equity, freedom or representation. It's much more than that. And that's what we are learning in the whole class 9th. This was your first chapter. Keep revising, keep smiling. I'll come and see in the second chapter. Thank you.